if there is some sugar, I will have it.
I don't
no,
imagine
actually, there isn't, as a matter. That doesn't really matter. No, I can easily do without it. You know, really, this is very sweet of you, because I'm English and you give me tea. I suppose that's the idea, because, you Americans are incredibly kind.
Well, I think the English are very nice, too. They're terribly nice to me. Except there are a couple of people I'd like to talk to you about.
Yes?
Yes, members of the British press.
What?
Shall we?
Press?
Yes. English.
You have to. I was thoroughly enjoying myself.
Let's put an end to that.
Oh, yes. Well, they're very strange people, aren't they? Yeah. Rude things they say about our prime ministers. I'll have to admit that I do as well. So still, they are an odd crowd.
I think they are, too. I'll never forget one time I went to England just to rest because I was resting too much in America. I couldn't, I wasn't working, so I thought I'd go there. And they had a great big press reception for me, and the English press. And we were all put into a sort of unair-conditioned room in the middle of London,
Of course.
And it was
right in the middle of
London.
Yes,
and it was cold in London for a change, even out, but inside of these double walls and so forth. It was quite hot, and everybody was asking rude questions the way the English press, why did you lose all your money? How much weight have you put on? And you try to rise above this whole people asking impudent questions. Really, you should give them a shot in the head, and they don't. You say, so nice to be back. And yeah, how old are you now? But there was one. They kept sort of backing me into corners, and shooting these questions. And I didn't dare look down. I had too many double chins. Some photographer would get me. At any rate, there was one woman there from the press who I still have to take to task because she's very peculiar.
Just give her my...
Yes, very young lady who's... You know anybody?
I was just going to say, just give me the telephone number and I'll deal with it when I go back.
I don't know if I had her number. It's up, but... she was sort of nice-looking and friendly, and she came over to me and said, "You look marvelous." Now, mind you, I didn't at all. I looked
I can't believe that.
I looked awful. Oh, I did. I looked terrible.
Why?
Well, because I was obese. That's O. Henry's cousin.
Oh, I see.
But anyway, I was very, and she said, "You look marvelous. No matter what you say. What have you been doing? You look marvelous." And after all these terrible questions, I sort of said, "Well, yeah, good, and come with me." And she stayed with me. I wouldn't let her go all the way through the party. And she kept telling me how good I looked, And the party was over, and they spewed us all out into the street with no dinner. And everybody went back to the press room. And she said, "I haven't got a way back to my flat. Would you mind taking me? I can't get a taxi." So I said, "No, come on, honey. Come with me." She'd said so many nice things I wanted to keep hearing them. So all the way back to her flat, she said the same. "You're marvelous. You look marvelous. What are you doing for yourself?" "Marvelous."
Do that again. I rather like that.
You look marvelous. So anyway, I dropped her at her flat, and the next day I picked up the papers. And she had a great big page in a newspaper, a whole page, 4 columns, and it said, in black, deadly letters, said, "Judy Garland arrives in London. She's not plump, she's not chubby, she's fat." F-A-T, fat. Awful fat.
But it's very difficult to understand why they do things like that. But as a matter of fact, I have a theory, which isn't quite my own theory, actually. It was some advice that was given to me by one of my old mothers. Well, we were a very opulent family now. She said, "Never expect any more than a grunt from a pig." And I have another theory, you see. Now, why...
Did she give you any alternative at all? That was it?
Did she? No, she just said that, and that is, why do these people, these press people, say such dreadful things? I mean, they're very odd indeed. I like to fight them whenever I possibly can, and I have a sort of fight. You know,
Do you ever win?
Well, how can you really win other than getting something off your chest? I mean, I was doing a BBC show about 3 weeks ago. I got nothing else to do. It was sheer boredom. So I thought I'd do this. You see, it's better than... well, what is it better than? I can't think of anything. Not that I can mention here. So when at a juncture in this show, I said, and now I'm going to do my party piece. Yeah. And my party piece, you see, whenever I do this thing, everybody writes, oh, he's done it before. You know, it's rather like saying if you've played the minute waltz, you know, once you should never play it again. It's nothing like it at all, so scrub at it. But anyway, you see, so in front of the audience, I said, the press will say, oh, he's done it before. And I said, this is not the right attitude at all. You must think of other people. Possibly somebody else hasn't seen it. They might enjoy it. I said, possibly somebody here in the studio hasn't seen it before. And I looked down and I said, you, sir, have you seen it before? And we cut to a little boy of 18 months that I borrowed. I stole him, actually, and it just went like this. And I said, there you are, he hasn't seen it, and so I did it.
Did you do the whole thing with the baby?
Yes, rather, yeah.
Really? Did it go well?
Oh, I don't really remember. I wasn't listening at the time.
No, I must say, they tell us to talk. Do you think we're carrying it off quite well?
Oh, rather, yes. What do you mean?
Well, it's better than just hearing me sing and yell all the time.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. I can't see a cue card, and I have no idea. Well,
kick me.
About what really is the party piece? What is your party piece that you did for this 8-month-old?
Well, as a matter of fact, it was something that I dreamed up at the beginning of the war. I was in a pub in Norwich drinking some filthy beer, and I suddenly had an idea, inspired, if you'll forgive the word, by an incident that had happened the week before. A chap named Bruce Belfridge was reading the news. A bomb fell on Broadcasting House, and he carried on reading the news as though nothing had happened at all, true to the tradition of the BBC. And so I wrote this little sketch in which I played the part of a BBC disc jockey who arrives, the red light goes on, he's on the air, and he picks up a gramophone record, goes to put it on, finds he hasn't got a gramophone. And so, true to the tradition of the BBC, he sings the records himself.
Really?
And this enables me to have a bit of fun and do impersonations of various people singing impersonations.
Well, who did you impersonate? Can you do one now?
Well, I don't know. I usually have a 60-piece orchestra, actually.
There's one over there.
No, they're all asleep. No. Got the cards out. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Don't worry. As a matter of fact, I tell you one that I think I might be able to do for you, because it isn't really a vocal in one sense. That was, I attempted to impersonate Eartha Kitt once.
Oh, good. That's it.
Have you heard her sing?
No. Well, I've heard her sing, but I haven't heard you.
Oh, well, it makes it more difficult, doesn't it? Anyway, so if you just sort of give me a little chord, would you want something like
on the tray?
That'll do, on the tray, yes.
Piano? There it is, right there in the tea jar.
Oh, isn't that marvellous? How did that happen? That's terrific. Actually, it goes like this. It's nothing like Eartha Kitt, really, at all, but...
Go,
it's something like that. And don't look at me, because I shall laugh.
Oh.
How would you like? Just That's it. How would you like to be going insane with me under the bridges of Paris with you? It's a bit drafty, but oh, what a view. Darling, you'd get sweet.